It's all good.
That's great. That's great, Chris. That's great. Well, I chat with Michael earlier this week, and he told me you're the man who is the man responsible for the information as it relates to St. Kitts. Is that correct?
I'll certainly do my best.
Okay, then. No pressure, everybody. No pressure. No pressure at all. All right. So the number one question for sure that is on everyone's mind is about tickets, but we're gonna leave that for last. All right. So let's start with number one question on my list. Will the games be shown on local television here in St. Kitts?
That's certainly the intention. We want, obviously, the games to be as accessible as possible for everyone. Primarily, we want people to come and have a great time, come to CPL, feel the vibes, see the world-class cricket. But
Right.
obviously, like, that's not an option for everyone. So therefore, those who can't come to games, we want to be able to view them. In the past, there has been sort of delayed coverage potentially. We're still working out exactly what the broadcast deals are for this year's, but it will certainly be available for people to watch.
All right. Both local and regional and abroad.
Exactly, yeah. We're going bigger and better than ever before.
Sounds
Worldwide coverage, social media, 360 approach. So you won't be sort of short of CPL coverage wherever you look. That's certainly the plan.
That's great news. That's great news. Another question that popped up: will all the games be at one venue here in St. Kitts?
Yes, yeah. So we've been working with a world-class groundsman who's actually flown into St Kitts to work with all the staff at Warner Park. He's there at the moment preparing the pitches. So we've got 33 games, all at Warner Park, which is certainly going to be a challenge to keep the pitches from deteriorating, but we're really confident it's going to be world-class cricket. And whenever I think of Warner Park, and whenever we think of Warner Park at CPL, we just think action, drama, sixes, Carlos Brathwaite in the Super Over. You know, it's going to be a great vibes, and we're so pleased that we can have fans in the stadium for the games as well.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right, man. That's good to know. That's great. Any stipulations? What are the stipulations for the park? I know we all deal with COVID-19 all around the world. What are the stipulations at the park for us here in St. Kitts?
Yeah, so we're working very closely with the government to finalise the actual sort of crowd and protocol procedures with regards to COVID-19. What we do know for sure is that we'll be allowing fully vaccinated fans into some of the games. The majority of the games, in fact, will be open to fans to come in. So we would strongly encourage anyone who wants to come to the games to have a think about getting vaccinated and get out there, get both jabs and sort of be available. So we're going to open the stadium, but we're going to do it in a safe way. So it'll be maximum of 50% capacity. There'll be clear guidance, signage reminding people of their responsibilities to do with COVID. There'll be announcements, and there'll be full sort of processes and procedures communicated through the media in advance of the tournament, so everyone knows exactly how we're going to run things on game days.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Last time we had CPL here in St. Kitts, a concern came up for those who are physically challenged. Is that on your agenda as well in terms of making provisions for those individuals?
Absolutely, yeah. No, we want the games to be accessible for anyone and everyone. So I think the beauty of CPL is that it's got a much broader appeal than a lot of sporting events. Traditionally, we have a really even gender balance between male and female fans,
right,
and a really broad mix of ages come to games as well. Right from children up to the elderly. It's for everyone. It's people who love cricket, people who love entertainment, people who love music, people who love sports. So we want to make sure that everyone can come to the games. We'll be working closely with the government, the stadium staff, everyone involved in the process to make sure that everyone can get into the games, people can do so safely, comfortably, and can enjoy the action.
Indeed, indeed. Now, before I ask the number one question that's on everyone's mind, I'd like to ask my people who I am speaking with in terms of, this whole CPL organization. You must have an agenda or something that you want to share with the people before we touch base on the ticket situation.
What I'd tell to people is we announced our schedule this week. So we've got 33 games. We start on the 26th of August and we run through to the 15th of September. So we're hugely excited that we can come to the Federation for all our games this year. We're very fortunate that we've got a great working relationship with the government here, who've been incredibly supportive since our franchise debuted here in 2015. So it's down to that great relationship and the fantastic support of the fans on Islands here that we're able to bring the games here. So what I would say to people is we're flying people in from all around the world, but we're looking to do it in a very safe and responsible manner that benefits the Federation. So we want everyone who's coming in is going to be in a biosecure bubble, so there's no risk to COVID to the population. People will be tested before coming into St Kitts and during their time in St Kitts on multiple occasions. And we think having the tournament in St Kitts will be a huge benefit to the Federation through enormous broadcast numbers around the world. Hopefully fans coming from some other islands who are fully vaccinated to come and see the games. Obviously, the amount of money we're spending to put the tournament on and associated economic impact as well, and jobs, hotel nights, all of those kind of things. So we're really excited about coming, and we're really grateful for the support of everyone in the Federation who's backed CPL right from day one. And we're very excited. Can't wait to come.
Yeah, man. Can't blame you, buddy. Can't blame you at all. Any surprises for us this year? I know you guys normally, got a few tricks up your sleeves in terms of giveaways and yada, yada, yada. Or you're going to leave that for when the game starts?
I think there's definitely going to be giveaways. There's going to be music and entertainment. It's going to be, there's no getting away from the fact that it's not going to be exactly the same as every CPL experience in the past. We are in a pandemic, so we have to do things in a very responsible way.
Yeah. But
we want to make it a great night out or great day out for people. We've got some of the world's very best cricketers coming. I mean, St Kitts Patriots roster looks absolutely phenomenal with Chris Gale coming back, Dwayne Bravo coming into the franchise. There's a lot to be excited about for people. So if you're a cricket fan and you want to come and see those guys, or if you just want to come and listen to some great music, have great entertainment, enjoy all the sponsor activities, activations, and come with your friends, your family, I think we're hoping that it's going to be for everyone. So,
man.
And also, you mentioned ticketing very briefly earlier on. We're going to launch shortly a full sort of ticketing plan. But what I would say is that we understand we're asking a lot of people with 33 games in St Kitts. So we're pricing the games with that in mind. And I think you'll get a pleasant surprise that actually the pricing will be less than in previous years to take that into account.
So now that we're on the ticket conversation, do you want to expound more on that point, or you're going to leave that vaguely there?
No. I'm happy to elaborate. So we will be opening ticket sales online in advance of the tournament. So that will be the first place that you'll be able to get tickets. So we'll put out a whole media campaign around the ticketing process and obviously how we're going to validate people's vaccination status to ensure that we're letting in fully vaccinated persons. Online ticket sales will be the first place that we will launch, and then we'll open our box office. As I've mentioned, we're asking a lot of people in terms of the number of games, but we're going to be pricing that accordingly. So we think that it will be much more affordable perhaps than it's been in the past, and people will be able to afford to come to multiple games. So we're going to be encouraging people to come out to as many games as they can, have a great time, day or night, weekend or weekday. There's going to be something for everyone that hopefully fits people's schedule. So now that the fixture schedule's out, I'd ask people to go and have a look on social media or visit the CPL website on cplt20.com and have a look and start to get a feel for which games take your fancy and which ones you might want to come to.
Two things before we have to wrap it up real quick, Chris. One, what's the date for the online, when you will be opening sales for tickets online? Do you have a date set for that already?
We haven't locked it off completely, but it's going to be early August. Hopefully as soon as the 1st of August.
Okay. And the second question for me, as I wrap things up, the earliest a game will start and the latest a game will start. I mean, yeah, earliest and the latest.
Okay, so the earliest game time is 10 a.m. and the latest game time is 7 p.m.
Okay.
So we've structured it in a way that we know that fans on Ireland probably prefer to come to evening games because taking into account commitments like work and so on. So then it's sort of 10 a.m. games. We're more structured around the weekends where possible, and the 7 p.m. games are obviously evenings on weekdays. So we've tried to make the whole schedule within mind that people can come out en masse, and it will be as easy for everyone as possible to come out and attend.
I am aware that you might be having 3 games in one day. On those days, the latest game would be starting at what, 10?
On those days, so if you look at the schedule, there's 2 days which have 3 games, and they run right through. So the first game's at 10 and the last game's at 7. It's just there's a game straight in the middle at 2:30. So it's a full-on 10 hours of cricket. If you're for the real enthusiasts, you can have a big day out for a great value price.
Yeah, indeed. Well, they call it the biggest lime in the Caribbean, so I guess this is where the party's going to be at this year. You know what I'm saying?
It's the biggest party in sport. That's what we pride ourselves on. And we've built this reputation up through the fans, and that's why I want to say thank you from CPL to every single fan who supported us or who's planning on trying CPL for the first time this year. We think it's going to be a great experience, great atmosphere, great vibes.
Indeed.
Come out, have a drink, have a party, have a great time, and watch some fantastic cricket.
Indeed, man. Hey, Chris, nice chatting with you, my buddy, but we are out of time, unfortunately, though. You seem like a man very passionate about cricket, so I'm hoping we can chat some more. I am looking forward to our conversations. I know we're going to be having some one-on-ones during the season. And for those of you who are enthusiasts about CPL and cricket, just keep it locked, We got something in store for you. Chris, any last words from you?
No, thanks for having me. Just looking forward to seeing everyone from the 26th of August right through to the 15th of September. So watch this space. CPL's building up. It's coming, and we'll be putting up more information soon about ticketing, COVID processes, all the exciting stuff, as well as the more serious stuff. So we look forward to welcoming every single one of you.
Chris, take care of yourself, man. Salute.
And you. Thanks.